Hello aspirants. In this video, we are going to learn about CTET paper 2 science topic number 1, that is food. And before starting the video, I want to request you all to subscribe my channel and share with your friends and like the video if you actually liked it. Now, let's move on to the topic, that is food. And as we know, food is the basic necessity for all living organisms. That is, we can say that food is very much important for our body to resist against diseases and for the growth of our muscles and repair the tissues, etc. Now, let's move on to sources of food. As you know, food can be found from the plants and animals. From plants, we know we can find this from the all fruits and vegetables, pulses and oats, etc. And from animals, we can find it from milk, eggs, and chicken, as you can see in these photos. Then let's move on to the components of food. As we know, components of food, there are two types. They are of two types. Firstly, it's macronutrients. Macronutrients are those are needed in large amount in our body. For example, carbohydrate, proteins, fats, macrominerals, and water. And then micronutrients. Micronutrients are those that are needed in small amount. That is vitamins and trace minerals. Now, let's move on to carbohydrate. As you know, carbohydrate are compounds of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. And carbohydrate can be further classified as monosaccharide, disaccharide, or saccharides. And there is nothing more to know about carbohydrate. That much, I think, important for our exam. Now, let's move on to the test for carbohydrate and like how we can find the presence of carbohydrate in food materials. We can find it by adding 2 to 3 drops of dilute iodine solution on the food item. If it turns blue black in color, then it contains starch. Starch in starch. Starch is a compound of carbohydrate, so we can say that there is carbohydrate is present there. Like in foods like potatoes, breads, rice, etc. There carbohydrates can be found. Now let's move on to proteins. As you may know, proteins are also called building blocks of amino acids. This line is important. You can note it down. And likewise, carbohydrates, these are also made up of carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen. They play a vital role in growth, development, and repair of the body. And now we know amino acids are of two types, that is essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids. They cannot be synthesized. Essential amino acids cannot be synthesized in the body and must be taken in diet. So in this line we can understand that our body cannot synthesize this type of amino acids, and for this we have to take it in diet. For example, tryptophan, phenylalanine, phenylalanine, etc. Now, let's move on to non-essential amino acids. Non-essential amino acids can be synthesized by our body and not need to taken from outside. For example, serine, tyrosine, glutamine, aspartic acid, etc. Now, let's move to test for protein. Test for protein. If the food material we're testing, whether there is protein present or not, is solid, then we have to, first of all, we have to paste it or powder it. Then we have to add 10 drops of water and then 2 drops of copper sulfate that can be available in the lab. Then 10 drops of solution of caustic soda, that is NaOH. If it appears violet color, then it indicate that there is presence of protein. We can say that in this food material protein is present. And then let's move forward to fats. Fats are also known as lipids, and there are two types, which are of two types: simple lipids and compound lipids. Okay, and there is nothing much to know about fats. Fats are of oily substance, you can say, or they act as a fuel of our body. And then let's move to test for fats. We can test the availability of fat in a food item by simply take a small quantity of food and wrap it in a piece of paper and crush it. Appearance of an oily patch on paper shows that presence of fat. If oily patch of paper shows, then it will indicate that there is fat present. Let's end up to this. This much information is enough for proteins, fats, and vitamins. Let's move forward to minerals. Before moving forward to minerals, let's talk about vitamins. Vitamins, the term vitamin first coined by C. Punk in 1912. Okay, there is nothing to know about this. Just remember, the term vitamin is coined by C. Punk in 1912. And vitamins are very much very much important for our body. As you know, there are several types of vitamin present in a human body. That is vitamin A, vitamin V, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K. Vitamin A is commonly found in milk, butter, egg, fish, and vegetables. And deficiency of this vitamin can cause night blindness. And vitamin B can be found in yeast, wheat, gram, peanuts, beans. And deficiency of this vitamin can cause beriberi disease, that is weakness of lymph muscles. Then there are more types of vitamin B also available, that are vitamin B2, B5, B3, B9, B12, and then you can read it from anywhere. If you want, I can provide you. Just comment below, I will provide you the materials. Let's talk about vitamin C, that is ascorbic acid. These are present in uh, vegetables like tomatoes, leafy vegetables, etc. And deficiency of this vitamin can cause scurvy, that is bleeding of gums, teeth falling, etc. Vitamin D, that is calciferol. It can be found in milk, egg yolk, and obviously in sunlight. Deficiency of this vitamin can cause rickets in children. And then let's talk about vitamin E. Vitamin E is commonly found in leafy green vegetables, oils, and cereal grains. Deficiency of this disease can cause destruction of RBC and reproduction failure. Vitamin K. Vitamin K is also available in leafy vegetables, soybean, and normal blood. Okay. Then it can cause deficiency symptom of vitamin K is delayed blood clotting. Okay. This is the information about vitamins. Now let's move forward to minerals. Minerals are of several types, and these are also important for making enzymes and hormones. Uh, we can find several types of minerals like sodium, potassium, chlorine, magnesium, sulfur, cobalt, fluorine, calcium, iodine, phosphorus, iron. That's like roughage and all. These are not. Uh, I would not say these are not important. These are important, but if you want, I can provide you the materials if you want. Just comment below. Then let's move forward to the next thing uh, in our syllabus. That is cleaning food. Cleaning food. The word itself describes it. That is, we have to clean our foods before eating and cut away the damaged part if it damaged somehow, and not to uh, wash uh, very much our poultry, meat, etc. because they washed out our many of the vitamins or the important nutrients available in those things. So that is the video for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Good night.